And welcome to the Wukong commentary video. As per usual, the non-commentary version shall be linked underneath. Wukong is a fighting champion who also has quite a bit of stealth and general long range, despite being a melee champion, which is quite good, as well as being an incredibly arrogant
Improve
monkey.
your skills, then find me again.
Now, Wukong is usually done in like the top lane, but of course I basically play off in support, so I'm just down here supporting. And it actually works quite surprisingly well as well. You see, we start off with Crushing Blow, and when we actually go and attack with it, not how long it takes me, there we go. It gives you extra range on your attack, and it also lowers the armour of the person it hits. It has a low cooldown, high damage, and is generally a really nice spell. As you can see there, it always do that, so you get the kill at the start. And yes, it says Donkey Kong 64 music, because he's a monkey. Now you just basically run up to Lux and continue smashing her over the head with a Crushing Blow.
Bring me a real challenge.
So that Caitlyn can pick up yet another kill. Since the AD carries obviously have attack damage, the reduced armor is actually quite a very useful ability to give her that bit of extra damage to kill them off. So now the second ability, I'm not sure what she used it yet because I'm not really paying any attention.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Which is called Nimbus Strike, whenever we finally use that. I believe we'll use it against her, Tristana when she comes close.
Adapt to all situations.
And don't ask why the Tristana bot decided to jump to the other side to get killed.
You got it.
Well, that, since I'm not actually using it, Nimbus Strike will dash forward and attack nearby enemies. Oh, there we go, finally. I was to get the other kill. Because this Caitlyn's very good.
Who questions
and
my
Wukong
ability?
is a very silly monkey. Or crazy monkey. Caitlyn is correct about that. Of course, the best monkey is a crazy monkey.
Show me the path.
And now we have Decoy, which can be used to fake your position. Because we'll set up a decoy of yourself, all champion spells can be used against. So, if anyone attacks it with a spell, it'll get wasted, which is very handy, especially against bots, since they regularly use many ultimates on a decoy, not realising that it's actually not you. Which is quite surprising, because, you know, usually AI does the, you know, questionable ability of being able to attack you even if you're stealthed, because obviously they are the game. Now I've got to Brutalizer myself, give us a bit of extra cooldown dodge, a bit of armor penetration, a bit of attack damage. It's always nice to get. And here I'm just cycling through my spells, which you probably can't see too well from the quality of the upload. Ah well. I haven't really mentioned his passive, which is Stone Skin. What that does is basically increases your armor and magic resistance for every nearby champion. And that's enemy champions, not your own. As you can see, the Crushing Blow is an incredibly powerful spell.
Who questions my ability?
Whittles down, looks at HP, a surprising amount. In fact, I think it did it so much that Caitlyn wasn't actually expecting an attack then.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Is that all they've got?
And Tristana, as usual, jumps away. And I flash for no reason because I thought I could catch it. Oh well.
Been waiting for this.
Here comes Cassiopeia out of nowhere. And she made a very poor decision.
Adapt to all situations.
His general taunt us, but it's okay because we can just decoy out of it. Well, we can't really decoy out of it, but we can make it so if he did choose to attack us, he would have wasted his spell.
Every mistake is a lesson.
And every mistake is indeed a lesson. Except for when you don't actually pay attention to the fact that you should change it, which is what I do.
Never settle for second.
Yeah, just trying to come a little bit too close, gets herself stuck. But of course you could just block a jump away. Well, our lanes are doing incredibly well on this one. I haven't actually got any deaths yet, so the enemies aren't exactly able to kill many of us at the moment. Well, obviously that's quite obvious from the fact that they've got no kills. But I mean in terms of having more money from getting kills to have better gear to attack us with. So at the moment we're going with a clear advantage. And here we decide to give Caitlyn a nice red buff. It's always nice to give.
You got it.
As you can see, with the Nimbus Strike, it attacks with 3 enemies nearby, with the 3 images of Wukong.
My place is at the top.
And here we finally get his ultimate ability, Cyclone. You'll likely be seeing this on the upcoming fight when I charge in there.
Never settle for second.
You see here, I managed to miss basically everyone. But what Cyclone does is, as far as doing area effect damage, it also knocks up any enemy champion you come across, but only once. So if you continually go in and out of a champion's range, it will only still knock him up one time during the Cyclone. But still, you knock up all 5 people while doing area effect damage. It's a very useful ability. Here comes Lux out of nowhere. But we can just smash her down with our crushing blow and pretty much guarantee the kill again. And yes, at this point I was just enjoying his laugh a little bit too much. Again, this is one of his champions I don't actually own myself, so I did this while he was free to play. Actually, I did it a few months ago. Yes, I didn't really get around to making a commentary of this version, did I?
No matter how far it is to the top, it's still within my grasp. My journey's only beginning.
Killing spree.
At this point we're just leaving everyone to deal with stuff themselves, while we go down to the bottom and make sure that their lane doesn't push and destroy one of our turrets. The last thing we need is to give them extra gold when we have none.
Legendary.
Show me the path.
And here, listening to this music again, it really makes me want to play Donkey Kong 64 again. Good old Jungle Japes. As you can see, the cooldown on the crushing blow is exceptionally short. It's about 6 seconds there. That's only 10% cooldown reduction. So that can, so if you're able to stay within a fight, you can use that countless times on the enemy and really destroy them.
Just try to stop it.
Legendary.
Also, the extra damage it does. It's very nice for lasting minions as well.
Every mistake is a lesson.
And it's surprising it doesn't use too much MP. MP? I meant mana. This isn't your Final Fantasies.
Is that all they've got? Bring me a real challenge.
We finally come across Caitlyn again.
You got it.
As you can see there, Crushing Blow can actually be used on turrets as well. It won't give the armor debuff because such things don't work on turrets. However, it does do the increased damage. And also, of course, resets the cooldown. And we get ourselves swiftly killed by jumping into a Lux laser. It's never a good idea. But they finished up everyone for us, so it's fine. Ignore the fact that we're the only person who's died so far. And it's fine. But as you see now, we're going to go for both the Phage to turn to the first mallet to be able to slow the enemy constantly, as well as going for the magic resist boots to make sure that Lux can't do that again. I say she probably does it again later. And we were going to go to the top lane, but then Jarvan's already making his way up there, so I'm going to say that we leave it, or am I still going to go up there anyway?
Adapt to all situations.
Seems I do. I suppose I'm greedy. I was going to claim that I was helping push the lane. And then sadly everyone else dies, but the good news is that we aren't the only person who's died though. So we don't look as bad. And by we I mean me, I know. Let me do you, it's not just me.
Been waiting for this. I got this.
Wukong does have a nice constant presence in the lane, being able to push it, with his crushing blow being cheap and short cooldown. At the same time, he doesn't have the AoE to do that, and am I going to get myself killed? No. Jarvan just finishes off the turret in time. And there we see the good use of decoy being able to waste some of their abilities. Sadly they didn't actually use any ultimate abilities on it though, because that would be the best.
Never settle for
I'm
second.
pretty sure I'm probably going to die here if I keep trying to charge it, but I can't remember. I tried to bait something with a decoy, but it didn't work. The decoy's cooldown is actually not too long either. It's about 12 seconds, I think.
My journey's only beginning.
So it allows you to be able to constantly annoy an enemy, which is something that Wukong basically does. He's like the melee version of Teemo. And I'm quickly warning Jarvan that I thought that a Lux laser was going to go off, and he would probably die since he's close to the base. But luckily it doesn't happen.
Bring me a real challenge.
Because knowing it was probably still on cooldown for her anyway. But still, it shows that I'm learning. I'm actually giving people warnings for when they think something might happen. Now I just need to make sure that something will actually happen. And Caitlyn, once again, is just killing everyone herself, because she doesn't really need any help anymore. We've got so many kills at the start that she can pretty much just destroy anything.
Put me to the test.
Has destroyed a turret.
Maybe I got the buff from someone, so she can just use that abilities. Decoy will also do a very little bit of damage as well when it expires, but that bit isn't really too useful to know. So that's kind of just the random added bonus. Most of it comes from the fact that it fakes your appearance.
Bring me a real challenge.
And here our Shen is pretty much just soloing this place. And sadly Caitlyn gets picked up. Bit more she could chew. But it's okay since Shen's cleared the house. Literally cleared house.
Adapt to all situations.
And I think he believed that he kill-stole all three of those or something. But it's and there we make a questionably good decision of throwing ourselves into Jarvan's Cataclysm, which could have ended incredibly badly since we might have been unable to avoid something as a result.
My
Luckily nothing was thrown
only
into
beginning.
sunset. You should really be careful when you are going into for yourself inside Japes Cataclysm. It might be a death sentence for the enemy, but it's also a death sentence for you. And here I'm just not wanting to die from a Lux laser again.
Who questions my ability?
Now we have a frozen mallet, so we're able to keep things permanently slowed. It's always my favourite item to obtain whenever I'm playing a melee champion. The 40% slow, I believe it is just always useful for killing
Show
things,
me the path.
as well as having me extra health and a bit of attack damage.
Shut down.
Is that all they've got? My place is at the top.
Has been slain.
And there we just
Legendary.
swiftly solo the
An enemy has been
golem as per
slain.
usual. And finally make our way back onto the base, where we're probably
Never
going to finish
settle
the
for
match.
second.
In fact, we are going to finish the match, because I've just had a look at the time and it's close to the end.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
But I wanted to get double buff setting up because I felt like it.
You got it.
Your team has
Here I was going to go and
destroyed
destroy the
Bring me a
Nexus,
real
but it's already been taken down. For.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And then we make it to the end of the base. Finishing off the final turret, putting ourselves in with the Cyclone, avoiding the Lux laser. You see, I
Who
can
questions my ability?
Shut down.
and then finishing off that final attack.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
By flashing away and then charging
You
back
got
in.
it.
Yes, I don't think I was really thinking what I was doing. But alas, now we've won the level. Ourselves into Cataclysm again, and we will be seeing you on the next champion video, which you might be interested in, which is probably none of them. So alas, until then, let's hope that I actually bother to attack the Nexus, and we finish this. Farewell, everybody.